They told you to be kind, to be generous, to give without asking, to forgive endlessly. But no one warned you about the price of kindness. Kindness, when misunderstood, doesn't lead to virtue. It leads to self-destruction. It doesn't make you strong. It makes you invisible. And today, through the eyes of Aristotle and the wisdom of the polymaths, we will reveal the uncomfortable truth. Kindness, if unchecked, will ruin your life. Segment 1. The dangerous illusion of always being nice. In modern society, kindness has been corrupted into niceness. People think to be kind is to be agreeable, soft, always available, and endlessly tolerant. But this is not what Aristotle taught. In Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle makes a sharp distinction. Virtue lies in the mean between two extremes. Too much anger is vice, but so is too little anger, because then you tolerate injustice. Too much kindness? That's called weakness. Too little? That's cruelty. So ask yourself, are you truly kind, or are you simply afraid to disappoint? Because true kindness isn't saying yes to everything. It's saying no when you must, even when it hurts. Segment 2. The hidden agenda. Why people exploit the kind. Aristotle believed that every human action is driven by telos, a purpose. If you show people that your purpose is to please them, they will use you. The overly kind person signals, I will not fight back. I will stay quiet even if you hurt me. I want peace at any cost. And the world hears that, not as virtue, but as submission. The Stoics called this servile kindness, a virtue turned into a vice when misused. You offer your time, they take your energy. You offer your forgiveness, they give you betrayal. Because nature does not reward the overly generous, it rewards the balanced. Segment 3. Real kindness is ruthless. Here's the paradox. True kindness requires boundaries. Marcus Aurelius said, "Be strict with yourself and tolerant with others." But being tolerant does not mean accepting abuse. Aristotle wrote that kindness is a voluntary act, not an obligation. So when you give from a place of guilt, when you allow your life to be ruled by the fear of rejection, that's not kindness, that's codependence. The polymaths knew this. Da Vinci set boundaries on who could access his genius. Confucius warned, if you are too compassionate, people will trample over your heart. Even Jesus, the symbol of love, flipped tables when he saw injustice in the temple. Kindness without courage is cowardice in disguise. Segment 4. The psychological cost of always giving. Science now confirms what Aristotle intuited centuries ago. People who are overly kind suffer higher rates of burnout, depression, anxiety, low self-worth. Why? Because constantly giving without receiving depletes your psychic energy. Aristotle called this akrasia, the state of knowing what is good, but failing to do it due to weakness of will. You know you should say no, you know you should rest, you know you should walk away, but you don't. And so, you slowly bleed out, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Segment 5. The virtuous mean. Aristotle's formula for noble kindness. So what does real kindness look like, according to Aristotle? It is intentional, measured, and self-respecting. He taught that every virtue lies in balance. Kindness must be fused with justice, with prudence, and most importantly, with strength. It's okay to say, I can't help you with this. That's not acceptable. I need time for myself. True kindness is not reactive. It's not desperate. It is rooted in wisdom. You can love people and protect your space. You can forgive others and demand change. You can give generously without letting yourself be consumed. Segment 6. Why the world needs strong kindness. In a world of chaos, true kindness isn't weakness, it's resistance. To be kind while being strong is the highest form of virtue, because it's easy to be cold and detached. It's easy to be nice and spineless, but to be firm clear, and compassionate. That takes discipline. That takes philosophy. That takes Aristotle. The world doesn't need more nice guys. It needs virtuous men and women with principles. It needs people who know when to speak and when to walk away. People who are kind, but never foolish. So here's your challenge. Audit your kindness. Where are you giving out of fear? Where are you saying yes to avoid conflict? Where are you allowing yourself to be drained? Then ask, what would Aristotle do? He wouldn't abandon kindness, but he'd put it in its rightful place, under the control of reason, virtue, and strength. Kindness without boundaries isn't virtue, it's self-betrayal. If you found truth in this message, subscribe to Aristotle for more wisdom rooted in ancient philosophy and modern mastery. And remember, sometimes being kind means walking away.